Today we'll be talking about the Gracie's area-specific instruments, and we'll be talking about the Universal Columbia 1314, or like some may have, is the Barnhart 5.6. Before we start comparing, we do have to realize that they are similar in some ways. They're both used to go subgingival, and they're used with a light grasp and a light working stroke. They are also different because the Gracie's have 2 blades in total, one on each end. One here and one here, because it's either going mesial or it's either going distal. And then in the anterior, we're finding the lowest blade. For the universal instruments, we have to keep in mind that that one has 4 blades. Instead of 2 blades, it has 4 blades. The reason it has 4 blades is because it's a universal instrument. It has 2 on this side and 2 on this side. That is totaling 4 blades in total. So I'm gonna start with the Gracie 1-2, just because I feel like it's very self-explanatory when we're starting canine to canine. We do have to find the lowest blade. The relationship of the face of the blade and the terminal shank for this instrument is a 70-degree angle. The working order, the work is canine to canine, and to find the proper working end, we're gonna do the lowest blade. So right now I'm in towards surfaces, so I'm gonna clean towards. I'm gonna find the lowest blade, which is this one. He's in mandibular, so let me find the towards for the mandibular, which would be this one. And I'm gonna start right over here on the canine. I'm gonna close, I'm gonna insert, and I'm gonna open. And then I'm gonna close towards the tooth, insert, and open away towards the tooth. We're gonna have to try to have the C-shaped grasp. We're gonna go here once again, close, insert, and open. Your fulcrum may change a little bit, but always try to stay on top of your fulcrum once we're activating. So that's for that. If we were doing the maxillary, then I'm gonna still be doing my towards surfaces. We're gonna find the lowest blade for the towards surfaces. We're gonna start canine to canine. We're gonna fulcrum. We're gonna close towards the tooth, insert, and open. We're gonna close towards the tooth, insert, and open. All the way. And we must always keep in mind activation. We must be rolling and adapting properly, so we're not lacerating anything. So that was the 1-2. Now I'm gonna go over the 11-12. That one is the one that goes mesially, so we're gonna find V to the D for this one. The 11-12, the terminal shank and the relationship of the face of the blade is also a 70-degree angle. I would do V to the D and start on the most posterior tooth back. So keep in mind, we're also closing towards the tooth, inserting, and opening away towards the tooth. So I'm gonna start on this one, so hopefully we can see a little bit more. There we go. So V to the D, we're gonna close towards the tooth, we're gonna insert, and we're gonna open. For this, we have to stay parallel. That's what I like. Being parallel is much easier than trying to find the 60 to 80 degree. So then, sorry, I don't know why I went distal. I was supposed to go mesial. So I'm gonna close, insert, and open. This is gonna be much more strokes. All the way, and we must roll. Same thing here. So we're gonna close, insert, and open, and that's it. I'm gonna do it again just because I went mesial and I don't know why I did that. I know it goes distal. Close, insert, and open, staying parallel. Okay. And then for the Gracie 1314, the one that does go distal. For this one, it's also a 70-degree angle between the face of the blade and the terminal shank. We're gonna find it the same way, V to the D. And for posterior teeth, it's determined by the terminal shank, not the handle. So we're gonna keep the terminal shank parallel to the long axis of the tooth. So V to the D. So this one is distal, so we're gonna close, insert, and open, and activate. And then close towards the tooth, insert, and open. And then, as you can see, the shank, it is parallel towards the long axis of the tooth. Sorry. Okay. And then that is that one. That was the 1314. Now we're gonna go and do the universal, the 1340. This instrument is for the debridement of the small to moderate calculus. The main difference I would say of this instrument is that it can be used on anterior and posterior teeth because it is not area specific like the Gracie's. The relationship of the face of the blade and the terminal shank for this one is a 90-degree angle, but we do need to keep in mind that although the relationship is a 90-degree angle, when activating, we need to have the proper working order, and that would be a 60 to 80 degree. The terminal shank must be angled towards the tooth to create a 60 to 80 degree relationship between the face of the blade and the tooth. So I'm gonna demonstrate this on posterior teeth on my torch surfaces. I'm gonna find V to the D. I'm gonna start in the most posterior. So you're gonna close, just like the Gracie's, you're gonna close, insert, and open. And for this one, we must have a 60 to 80 degree. And this one also goes mesially, not just distally, nor mesial, not area specific. So distal line angle distal, go back in distal line angle, close, insert, and open, and go mesial. Okay, I'm also gonna show it on the torch surfaces, but on the lingual side. So we're gonna do V to the D. Just move it for now. We're gonna close towards the tooth, insert, and open away. And then we're gonna go mesial, close towards the tooth, insert, and open. And we will be maintaining a 60 to 80 degrees while we are activating. So I'm also going to show it in the anterior because this one is universal and we will be using on the anterior towards surfaces. Towards and away surfaces. So for the universal, when we're working on anterior teeth, it's also canine to canine and the direction that is pointing. So we can do Pac-Man or bump to the tooth. I like to do Pac-Man. And so for me, right now it's facing towards, like it's gonna be eating towards me. So this is for the towards surfaces, and I'm gonna start on the, for this canine in the back, and I'm gonna make my way towards me. So we're gonna close towards the tooth, insert, and open. And then that's when we're gonna start activating. And rolling. Okay, and then we're gonna do it again right here. We're gonna close towards the tooth, insert, and open. Okay. If we were doing it on the mandibular, I'm gonna be working on my away surfaces. So I'm gonna do Pac-Man to find my away surfaces. I wanna go that way. I will start on this one and make my way this way. So we're gonna always try to not forget to have the proper grasp, because after a while you may lose it, but always keep in mind C-shaped grasp, fulcrum. So we're gonna start on the canine. We're gonna close towards the tooth, insert and open. Okay, same thing, close towards the tooth, insert and open. And that's for the universal. I'm also gonna do the universal on the maxillary. So V to the D, furthest back, distal line angle, and then close, insert, open, and rock your way. Turn, okay, and then we're gonna turn the other way, distal line angle, close, insert, open, and roll, roll, roll. Interproximal, this one has a lot of things, so as long as you're properly adapted, you can try to keep taking it out, and then that would be that. So once again, I'm gonna just go over the comparisons. Both instruments have toe blades. They're both designed to go subgingival. They use a light working grasp and working stroke, but the way that they're different is that the Gracies have one blade on each side and totaling into two. The Universal has a total of 4 blades, 2 on each side. And the Gracies are area specific. The Universal is not. The Universal is used for the small to moderate calculus, and the Gracies are used for small to fine calculus.